Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel, and welcome to my first worst video. So check out this cool stuff right here. These are some of my purchases in the last year. I have a Sky 9mm pistol. I have a Gerber Traverse knife, and I have these mobile eyewear recorder glasses. Has a little video camera built in. These are just some of the cool looking things I saw out there that I bought, and now I want to complain about them. See, this video is about the worst things that I've purchased over the last year, and I wanted to pick something out of each category. And what I mean by category, I mean a pistol, a knife, and a piece of electronics. And I urge all of you to do the same. You know, let's go ahead and, as a community, let each other know some of the things that we don't recommend. I'm guilty of, making videos of a lot of things and never really say anything too bad about anything, but I'm not going to be politically correct in this video. I'm going to let you know the complete and utter junk that all three of these products are. Let's start with the Gerber Traverse. This is about a $20 to $30 knife depending on where you get it. And it is a liner lock. It has a very thin liner right in there. And the blade is 3.13 inches, just a little over 3 inches. It's black coated. The scales are aluminum with some nice cutouts that are painted, and that's where the fun ends. Right out of the box, the blade was loose, and I kept on trying to tighten it to the point where I finally busted a torque screwdriver in the pivot screw trying to get it tight and trying to get rid of the blade play. The clip, even though it looks pretty beefy, and I like the way it curves in and everything, it's just the material that it's made is so weak, and it's already sort of bending away from the scale on the side. But that's not where it really starts getting bad. I've had a screw fall out of it right here, and then worst of all is that I'm going to try to do this without hurting myself here. I want to make sure you see that this thing is open as hard as I can. It is open, right? Should be locked. Well, watch. See that? It does not lock properly, so it's a dangerous knife. See that? Good click. So the lock does not hold well, and I've seen other videos where people say that the liner lock doesn't seem to come over far enough to properly lock the knife. So this could be a chronic problem with this model. Now there's some other tremendous shortcomings with this, such as this does have ambidextrous thumb studs, but those thumb studs come very close to the scale, so you can't really get your finger in there to deploy it. So it does have a kicker right here, so it's a two-step process to get it out. You have to sort of eject it out of the frame and then use your finger to deploy it the rest of the way. Now if it's really loose, you could probably using wrist action and the kicker to get it all the way out, but the thumb studs are useless. They're just too close to the scale. Bad design. And as far as the grip, there's not much to keep your hand from slipping up to the blade. There's no jimping, there's no ramp, there's nothing on top to keep your hand from slipping onto the blade, and there's not too much on the other side either. Now as far as holding it like this, it feels good, and it feels good holding it like this, but when you hold it like this, it's not the most comfortable knife. Plus the thin liner lock with the jimping here on it sticks out far enough where it actually digs into your finger right here. So there's not much to like about this knife, and it's a knife that I regret purchasing. And I would like to let all of you know that if you see this, please think about it really long and hard. I'm letting you know that I'm not happy with this knife. Next product that I ain't happy about is the mobile eyewear recorder. And these things, you know, they basically take video cameras sort of built into these glasses. They look cool, don't they? But it stops there. They just don't work. I could never get these things to record. I did get them on closeout, therefore no return policy or any of that other stuff. You know, I basically wasted 20 bucks. And, you know, the lights come on, sort of. But it won't do anything it's supposed to do. So they're just a pair of funky looking glasses. Now the instructions are some of the funniest things in here. I sort of crumbled them up because I was so upset. And I do want to read you some of these instructions because I think it's hilarious. Such as the lights in manual mode indication. That's not the way it's written. And it says standby status, red light, long time on. Card is full, red light on. Charge, green light on. Charge finish, green light, long time on. Recording, green light on 3 seconds. I mean, I'm serious. That's what's written on the instructions. So they didn't translate this stuff too well either. The other side is Chinese or Japanese. I'm guessing Chinese on the other side. So they didn't pay the translator too much money either. So if you come across, you know, glasses in a box like this, and they're sold under several names, and they sort of look like this with these guys. I'm sure some of them work. Mine did not. Therefore, they have made my crappy list #1. And it is clear. This is a copy of a Keltec PF9. It is made by Sky Industries. This is the box that it comes in. Now actually I like the box, and I like most of the aesthetics on this gun. It's basically a Sky pistol that looks a lot better. They do a much better job with the mold of the frame. However, the aesthetics is where it stops, unfortunately. This pistol has been plagued with metallurgy problems from day one, where things crack and go bad. And there's a fundamental design flaw in this gun, and that is the safety. That's the one difference between the Keltec and the Sky. They add the safety. But if you notice, this safety is odd because it faces back. Now there's a fundamental problem with a safety this far back, this far low, this big, right here. And that's when it recoils, it's prone to go into safe mode. Boom! And you're in safe, and then all of a sudden you can't fire because the stupid thing's in safe. Now, another thing I didn't like is it said in big red letters, fire, inside there. Now I went ahead and scraped that all out so it doesn't look as goofy. Now, so what I did was if you notice, where my problem was is my thumb would hit that safety and knock it off, not this side. Excuse me. So what I did was I shortened the safety on this side and filed it down also, so it's not prone to me knocking it into safe anymore. Now I'm not the only one that does this, because their forum, there's a Sky forum, and it is just littered with issues with this safety, and even the company recognizes there's a problem with it. They make a kit to disable the safety, but they should just get rid of it, to be honest. But I guess they don't want to pay the money to retool to make that fundamental change, because this is a engineering issue. Whoever designed this designed something that is bad. It's just bad. So now on the range I was shooting this. This is the problem, the major problem I had with this. You know, all that aside, I was shooting, and then all of a sudden I was having to pull back on the trigger further and further to get the hammer to drop, to the point where I would go all the way back and it wouldn't drop. It would just, I could feel the spring compressing, but it never broke. and I pull it all the way back. So I went ahead and called Sky Industries, and they do have a lifetime warranty. I'll give them this much: their service is outstanding. You can talk to people there. Everyone is nice, and they will fix the issues. Any problem that you have, they will fix. So I do give them that. They have some of the best service I've come across in a long time. So when you do have problems with it, you could call them up, you could send it to them and fix it, or they'll send you the parts. And I had to replace a transfer bar, and I sort of had to do a little bit of filing and everything to get it to work right again, but now it works right. But, you know, out of all the guns that I have, this is the one that I probably regret buying, and therefore it has made my crap video. Out of all my guns, this is the one I like the least. So I wanted to put a gun in my crap video. Here it is. Sky Industries 9mm CX, I think it's a CPX, yeah, CPX-9. It's the only pistol that they make. They've been saying that they were going to make another one for years and years and years, and they never have made another pistol. And this Sky Industries, it's the only one. You might see them. The earlier ones were spelled SKKY, but that sounds like vodka, and eventually they had to rename it SCCY. Cool looking box, actually, and they do give you 2 magazines instead of 1 like Kel-Tec, and it definitely looks better, and when it works, it's working good as long as you do something about the safety. But crap and crap and crap. I want to see your videos. I want to know what you think is crap. I want you to warn the rest of us to at least take a cautious look at the product before we buy it. Again, I could just have lemons out of these 3, and really these products are good. But in my opinion, my running with these products have been bad from day 1 to done. And I want to let you know that, you know, I don't think these products are good. I know that someone out there is going to say, well, I got one of those and I never had a problem with it, and I'm very happy that you have not had a problem and had to go through what I had to go through with these products. I really am. And if you do have, you know, if you had a lot of luck with one of these, go ahead and comment, or let me know. Let everybody else know that maybe this is an isolated event. So, again, thank you very much for stopping by the Gear Obsession channel. I am your host, Fred, and I am happy to bring you another video. And I appreciate every one of you. So have a great day, evening, weekend.